Hello everyone, you're watching Movicorn, the channel for movie enthusiasts. In this video, we're diving into the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. This movie is the first chapter in the Sonic the Hedgehog series, and with part 3 just around the corner, it's the perfect time to revisit where it all began. Watching this first part will help you better understand the upcoming Sonic 3. So, let's not delay any further and jump straight into the detailed explanation of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. The movie kicks off with an adorable hedgehog named Sonic. Sonic narrates his tale, taking us to his extraordinary planet. His world is breathtakingly beautiful. Sonic reveals how he became the fastest creature in his realm, but his unmatched speed also made him a target, as other creatures envied him and turned against him. Seeking guidance, Sonic's thought approaches his guardian, the wise owl. However, as they converse, enemies ambush them. The guardian owl swiftly carries Sonic away to safety, but the threats persist, and they face multiple attacks from other creatures. As a result, the guardian owl is injured and takes refuge in a safe place, carrying Sonic with her. She pulls out a ring from her bag, and as she opens it, a portal to another mysterious world materializes. Owl explains to Sonic that crossing this portal will take him to a new world, a safer place where he can protect himself. She also gives him a small bag containing additional rings, allowing him to use the portal again whenever necessary. It's revealed that this portal connects to Earth. The story then jumps forward 10 years, where we find a town called Green Hills. Here we meet Tom, a police officer who's feeling disillusioned with life and is constantly in search of adventure. One day, he stumbles upon a blue quill on the road, which turns out to be from Sonic. Meanwhile, Sonic is seen living in a cave, having built a hidden home to keep away from the human world. He reveals how much he admires Tom and his wife because of their deep love and care for animals. Sonic fondly calls Tom the Donut Lord because of his obsession with donuts. Sonic spends a lot of time at Tom and his wife's house when they're not around, as he is deeply inspired by their kindness. One day, Tom receives a letter from the police department informing him that he's been transferred to San Francisco. Tom is thrilled, knowing a new adventure is about to begin. Meanwhile, Sonic watches a group of kids playing baseball, feeling lonely because he has no one to join him in the game. That night, with no one around, he starts running around the baseball field. His speed generates an electric energy, causing the city's lights to flicker off. Tom finds the same blue quill in his house that he had earlier discovered on the road. This time, it's glowing faintly in the darkness. At the same time, the US military is alerted, puzzled by the sudden blackout. In response, they hire Dr. Robotnik, hoping he can figure out what caused this mysterious event. Dr. Robotnik is a brilliant mind. He constructs multiple robots to assist in investigating the mysterious phenomenon. One of these robots brings back a photo of a footprint, which when analyzed is found to belong to Sonic. However, the footprint doesn't match that of a human or any known creature from this planet. It's determined to be an alien footprint. Sonic realizes the US military and the robots are searching for him everywhere. Sensing the danger, he decides it's time to escape to another world through a different portal. He rushes to his cave, grabs the bag full of rings, and heads to Tom's house to find a new hiding place. When Tom appears, ready to open the portal with one of the rings, he's confused and startled by Sonic. In a moment of panic, Tom fires his tranquilizer gun at him. The ring falls from Sonic's hand, opening the portal to San Francisco. As Sonic sees the word San Francisco on Tom's shirt, he knows this is his final moment. The bag of rings, still falling, gets pulled into the portal, leaving Sonic stranded in San Francisco. The bag lands directly on top of a building, and in the chaos, Sonic loses consciousness. Tom finds him and takes him into custody. Soon, he realizes that this is the same alien with the blue quill. As Sonic regains consciousness, he begs Tom for help, pleading that he not hand him over to the military. Tom shows his true nature as a kind-hearted man and decides to protect Sonic. Meanwhile, Dr. Robotnik arrives with his robots, having tracked the footprints of Sonic to various locations. They arrive at Tom's house, following the trail. When they ring the doorbell, Tom refuses to let them in, but the small robots manage to sneak inside. Upon hearing the commotion, Sonic cautiously comes down. As Dr. Robotnik enters the house, he spots a blue feather and realizes Sonic is hiding there. He threatens to shoot Tom if Sonic doesn't show himself. At that moment, Sonic steps forward, begging, "Don't shoot Tom." With quick thinking, Tom and Sonic manage to escape, outsmarting everyone. As they drive away, Sonic tells Tom that they must head to San Francisco because his bag of rings is there. Tom agrees, knowing that Sonic could have escaped on his own, but feels responsible for getting him trapped here, so he decides to help him. Their journey begins, and they stop at a bar along the way where they have a blast. It turns into a party scene, with singing, dancing, and celebrating. However, things take a turn when they end up in a quarrel with a group of much larger and stronger people. Sonic uses his electric energy to defeat them and protect himself and Tom. After the altercation, They leave the bar, but by then, news has spread across social media that Tom is wanted by the police. Meanwhile, one of Dr. Robotnik's robots finds them and starts following their car. Sonic tries to stop the robot using his electric energy, but every time he defeats it, a smaller robot appears. Their battle continues as they try to shake off the relentless pursuit. After traveling some distance, their car meets with an accident, and Sonic is severely injured. Tom realizes that Sonic needs immediate help, so he rushes to his wife's house with Sonic in tow. His sister is also present there. When Tom's wife sees them, she's shocked and confused. Tom explains everything to her, telling her the entire story. Then he asks her for help. Knowing that she's a veterinary surgeon, reluctantly, she agrees and helps Sonic recover. Meanwhile, Dr. Robotnik is conducting experiments on one of Sonic's quills and discovers that it contains an endless source of electrical energy. This leads him to make Sonic his primary target, aiming to capture him and harness his power. Later, after Sonic has recovered, Tom returns to the same building with his wife and Sonic, where the bag of rings is still at the top. Taking advantage of his position as a police officer, Tom leads the way, accompanied by his wife and Sonic, to the rooftop. There, Sonic finally finds the bag of rings. As he gazes at them, he turns to Tom and his wife and says goodbye. As Sonic prepares to open a portal and return to his planet, Dr. Robotnik arrives in his massive plane just before Sonic can activate the portal with his ring. Dr. Robotnik begins attacking them, aiming to capture Sonic. Tom and his wife are about to fall off the rooftop, so Sonic opens a portal using his ring and sends them safely back to Green Hills. Meanwhile, Sonic tries to escape using his electric energy, but the plane, now powered by Sonic's quill, is moving at incredible speed, catching up with him quickly. Sonic opens multiple portals with his rings, jumping through different cities, trying to evade Dr. Robotnik. Finally, he opens a portal near the pyramid, leading him back to Green Hills. However, the plane is still chasing him. As Sonic arrives in Green Hills, the plane attacks, and Sonic is badly injured and loses consciousness. Tom and his wife witness this and immediately rush to help. The people around Green Hills also gather, coming together to assist Sonic and confront the plane. Sonic takes the opportunity to restore his strength in Green Hills. Once recharged, he regains all of his powers and even takes back the energy from his quill. Now fully empowered, Sonic has all his abilities back, and there's no energy left in Dr. Robotnik's plane. Tom signals to Sonic, urging him to throw a ring. With precise aim, Sonic throws the ring directly behind the plane, and with all his power, he crashes into it. The impact sends the plane flying into the portal, which leads to Sonic's homeworld. Once the portal is closed, Tom realizes that his life in Green Hills is going to be an adventure in itself. He decides to stay. Tom and his wife welcome Sonic into their home, where they set up an attic for him, much like his cave back home. One day, an army general visits Tom's house and informs him that the research on Sonic has disappeared, and there is no trace left of Dr. Robotnik in the files. Guys, before we continue, let me know how you liked the Sonic the Hedgehog movie explanation. Drop a comment if you want me to cover Sonic Movie 3 and Part 2 as well. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So, at the end of the Sonic movie, we see that later, on Sonic's home planet, Dr. Robotnik still possesses Sonic's quill and plans to return to Earth someday. Finally, we see an open portal, and through it, a two-tailed yellow fox appears. It's from Sonic's planet, and it seems to be looking for Sonic. The movie ends with this intriguing scene.